Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Rick. I do hope you're having a great day. In today's video, everything's still under construction. Oh, I'm absolutely exhausted. Bit of a mystery this morning. I finally managed to take down these two full-length work surfaces. There was one right across here and one right across here. And half destroyed my wall in the process, but they're down. There's going to be a lot of repairs needed in here. Luckily I've still got a big tin of the paint that I used originally on this this room, which is the ivory white. But the mystery, I have no idea how I managed to get 3 full-length work surfaces up into this upstairs bedroom, because I mean they were incredibly heavy. I mean really heavy, and I negotiated them to the top of the stairs, and even with the work surface against that wall, you know, the other end of it was back here, and I'm like, how on earth did I get these up and down the stairs? Anyway, there's no way I was going to manage those things down the stairs on my own, so I literally cut them in half, and they were much more manageable, obviously. So they're now living in my shed, but things are taking shape. So we've now got the secondary little bit of table surface here, and that is all now plumbed in, ready to go. So very happy. I've still got all of this stuff I've got to find homes for, but we've still got lots of these square storage areas to put things, but there's an awful lot of stuff and not an awful lot of space. So I'm going to have to be a little bit brutal with my decision making in what stays, what goes. And I'm really happy actually with this arrangement. I've taken that craft room and I've just compacted it right down into something that's still completely usable, but just on a smaller scale. Like I say, because that craft room just sat there for, you know, best part of 3 years and was barely used, barely utilised. It took up this entire real estate. This is the biggest bedroom in the house, but I want this real estate for other things. So it's now going to take me at least the rest of the day to start finding homes for everything, and then sorting out what else I'm going to throw away. So I think the best thing I can do today is I'm just gonna well, I've already got my earbuds in. I'm going to get some earbuds in, get a nice bit of music going, and then just chip away at it at my leisure. And then hopefully at the end of the day, we'll be much nearer to our intended goal. Right, I'm not going to keep coming back to you through the day, because to be honest, there's not going to be a lot going on. But I'll come back to you at the end of the day and we'll see how far we've gone. Oh, I forgot to take that down. Got to find a new home for that. Shamanic drum. Well, I think we are there. Let me just go and put this away. It's taken all day, but if we have a look around the room now, it's empty, apart from a tripod. So I've completely emptied out everything on that side of the room. And then on this side of the room, all I've got is my frame, my exercise frame, and the paper. There's nowhere else in the entire house where I can put that. So that'll just have to live in a corner somewhere when we're done. And I've got the spare TV as well, which we can put up on the wall at some point. But these walls are in quite a state. I'm going to start work on those tomorrow and trying to get them cleaned up a little bit. But we've got this nice big space now to see if we can do something with it. Already I've got ideas and thoughts going on in my head. It's slightly bigger than I pictured in my mind. Once I got everything out, I suddenly got more space than I think I need. And I'm thinking in terms of a not soundproofed, but an audio treated wall here that'll be, because I was trying to figure out how I can have a dark wall, and you can actually get these foam tiles. Now they've got some really good looking foam tiles now. Before it used to look like egg crates, but now they've got some quite stylish ones, and I could put them over that wall, and that would make it a dark colour, like a very dark grey or a black colour, and then possibly even have some here. And then I'm thinking smallish table, either a round or square or rectangular, either square onto the wall, maybe square onto the corner perhaps, a couple of plants, nice uplighting, get some nice lighting in here, nothing massively dramatic, just subtle, classy, you know, not ridiculously over the top. Maybe, you know, a few little sort of accent lights or something, a few fairy lights or something. I don't know. When you're talking about, you know, mood lighting and things, sometimes you can never have, you know, too many lights. Yes, you can. Don't know. I will do some sketches. I will figure out whatever needs to be figured out. But I'm definitely thinking in terms of acoustically treating the room so that you haven't got this echo. Because right now, you stand in the room, you've just got this echo going on, and that's because we've got just big flat bouncy surfaces, so all of the sound frequencies just bounce straight back. But if you put furnishings on the walls, you end up deadening the sound. It absorbs the sound waves, so it doesn't bounce them back at you. But anyway, like I say, I'll figure it out. But I've managed to get pretty much rid of everything, so it's all got homes now. And then this is the final space for the just basically my office and craft room. But yeah, I managed to get all of my stuff that I need here in these little cubby holes. It's pretty well organized. Whether I remember where I've put everything, it's going to take a little while to get used to it. I can see me for the next few weeks. Every time I need to sort of get something, I've got to hunt around for it. But this is where labels come in. So I've got a little label machine, so I'm going to label everything up. We've got some nice little drawers underneath, little cupboards, and all things sort of stacked away where they need to be. So anyway, hopefully we've got ourselves a practical, usable little room. This is my, like I say, craft room, office space, whatever you want it to be. But that has freed up this creative space once again. So I'm looking forward to the new project. Now, I was pondering about new carpet. There's some pretty stubborn marks on the carpet. This was where I was standing all the time on my desk, and the carpet's a bit stained. But I want to do this. I don't want to spend out crazy amounts of money, and it's a major pain having carpet fitted. So I might just go for a nice big rug. It might just make life a bit easier, and you know, the rug will cover up the not so nice bits, and then by the time it's all lit and everything, you won't even know. But obviously that'll have to stay there, but that's okay. I think this side of the room, to be honest, it doesn't really, apart from having somewhere to put, you know, a camera or two, it's not that important. The important bit is there, assuming I have it that way round and I don't put everything there. It's just going to be awkward with the window, because you've got to dress the window up, and it's probably better just to blind it off and have all your stuff here. But anyway, lots of food for thought. But I'm absolutely exhausted. I've been at this for like 3 or 4 days now. So we've finally done it all, but I'm still really sparked up about the idea of getting this new project going. I love it when a new project is on the horizon. And the thing is, even if I don't do, because I'm thinking all the time, I've been listening to lots and lots of podcasts, been listening to lots and lots of videos on how to do podcasting, how to set podcasting up. And the quite frustrating thing is most podcasts are all done with a view to earning a living from them. And to be honest, I'm not really interested in that. I just want to do it for fun. I just want to be able to, sit there and tell a story or whatever it is I want to talk about. Now, I can try to set up a podcast, and really craft it and try to make it the best I can make it. Or I can just sit down with a microphone, start saying a few things, start putting out a few little recordings and see how it evolves. Because they're all saying, look, don't, a lot of people, they fail to start because they're planning all the time. But what you do is you just sit down and you learn from your mistakes, and you like fail your way to success, if you like. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down with a basic premise, run with it, and see what happens. See whether I suddenly run out of things to talk about, or see whether it takes me off in a new direction. Hopefully, get a little bit of feedback, and I'll just hone it on the fly. And hopefully, it might actually lead to something that's a little bit more watchable, a little bit more enjoyable. But yeah, I'm not. It's quite interesting. A lot of these how to do podcast things, they're all set up to say, oh yeah, you can earn your fortune doing this, but you have to set up, you have to find out what the niche markets are and all the rest of it. And it's like, no, all I want to do is just sit down and have a chat with a microphone. That's all I want to do. I'm not interested in turning it into some thriving business. I mean, obviously if it happens, then great, but that's not the intention. So yes. Anyway, lots to think about, but I'm going to go and have something to eat. It's 4 o'clock. Not sure what I'm going to eat today. Probably going to be just beef burgers tonight because I haven't got anything out of the freezer. But there we go. So there we are. That's where I am in Rickworld at the moment, in the middle or just at the start of a new project. And I'm really looking forward to coming up with some sketches and some ideas and really thinking through what creative space I can have here, what podcasty space I can have. And to be honest, it can also just be like a little bit of a studio thing. So if I want to do a Rick Van Man video and I'm not particularly doing anything in particular, I can sit down and sort of do chat to camera type videos and things. We'll see. But knowing me, it'll get used for the obligatory 2 or 3 times, and then it'll just be a nice place to come and have your takeaway or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to sign off here. So because I've got this video to edit and I've got yesterday's video to edit. I haven't even turned on the computer since I set it all up. I've just plugged it all in and hope for the best. But no doubt I'm going to have to fiddle around to sort of make sure that everything's working. But that's it from me for today. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day, and I will be back very, very soon. Until then, take care.